The IEBC has concluded preparations for the Ol Kalou by-election scheduled for Thursday. 9 candidates will be battling it out in a contest that has generated a lot of national attention as the country prepares for the general election in August 2027. NTV's South Rift editor Bridget Singana has pitched camp in Ol Kalou and now joins us live with the latest. Bridget, what's the mood in Ol Kalou tonight? Just hours to polling day, and are all pieces in place for a free and fair election tomorrow?
Well, Michelle, the question you've just asked right now is going to be answered by the returning officer, Muhia Njiraine. And let me just speak with him right now before we get into the meat of how things have been in the course of the day. Welcome on set, Mr. Njiraine. People are asking, or the country is anxious, are all things set, and will we have a credible election come tomorrow?
Thank you so much. As you've rightly put, everything is set. As we speak, the presiding officers and their deputies have arrived at their polling stations. We released them in the late hours of the afternoon. We gave them all the necessary materials. We put them into vehicles with their security. We give them packed meals, dry food that they'll partake while at their workstations. And tomorrow at 6 a.m., it will be all systems go.
What is the voter expected to come with to the polling stations, and how many polling stations will we be having this exercise?
Ol Kalou constituency has 144 polling stations. That means we have 144 presiding officers and 144 deputy presiding officers. And each session has 2 clerks to assist the PODPO and 2 security officers. Any person who wishes to vote will get to the polling stations armed with his ID card, the original version of it, and a passport in case that is what he used at the point of registration. And then they'll be identified through the KIMS kit. And after that, they'll be given a ballot paper, and to the polling booth, they'll be allowed to vote. May I say that we do not have a manual register. It's purely the KIMS kit that the PO will use in the identification of the voters.
Thank you so much, Mr. Njiraine, and we wish you well. You seem exhausted, but you will have the final say. You're the one to announce the winner tomorrow, possibly.
That is it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That is the returning officer here in Ol Kalou constituency who has been preparing for this by-election for 90 days. In fact, he was just telling me off the cuff that he has never slept since the announcement of the passing of the late MP David Kiaraho. And now that is why we are having the by-election on Thursdays, just in a couple of hours. During the day, there was a lot of calm, peace. Actually, this place has just been very, very quite peaceful and calm. Everyone has been going about their business. It was a normal day here in Ol Kalou. But let's take a listen on what the county commissioner has been saying, and also the IEBC commissioners who are here when they received the voting material in the presence of the agents of the 9 candidates who will be on the ballot come Thursday.
Wananchi wote wa Ol Kalou, the 73,000 watapatiwa nafasi nzuri shwari ambao watapiga kura yao na waende makwao. Kwa hivyo yetu tu ni kuhakikishia hawa ya kwamba we have no space for goonism, we have no space for thugs ambao wamekuja kutisha watu wa Ol Kalou.
We are here on behalf of IEBC to supervise this electoral process and make sure that the electoral process is free and fair and peaceful, so that the people of Ol Kalou can be able to determine who their leader is.
The voter identification process is by biometrics that are already captured in the register of voters. The register of voters is in the KIMS kit, the one we shall use. So when a voter enters a polling station, the first thing he must produce is an identification document.
Well, Michelle, all eyes are on Ol Kalou because what happens here is a precursor to how the country will handle the general election in about 379 days. That is until we get to August 10th, and that's where the nation will be deciding the future of this country through the ballot. But we will be here when the polling stations open at 6 a.m. and when they close, and most importantly, until Mr. Njiraine tells the country who is the next member of parliament elect here in Ol Kalou.